Thank you for subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, it would be much appreciated. It'll only take you a second. Thank you. What I want to talk to you about today is creating a book franchise or a media franchise. Getting the most out of a single book and turning it into something much bigger. When people think of a franchise, they think of something that they've paid the rights for and they can take it on, like say a gardener doing treatments, lawn treatments for instance, and they'll take on a franchise and they'll buy their own van, they'll find their own customers, but they'll use their products from the original company. And that's not what this is about. This is a media franchise, which is completely different. And it means, you can still be the owner. You're still putting your books out, different books, a trilogy of books, for instance, or the Star Wars series. And it's called a media franchise. It's not necessarily given out to other people to use. So what I'm going to talk about is how you can do that yourself. So if you've got a good book, say a children's book, and it's doing really well, why not grow on that? And I don't just mean making a part 2 and a part 3 or a series or a trilogy or a quadrilogy, whatever, of that first book in the story format. I mean adding other things to it. If it's doing that well, why not create an activity book based on that first book? Why not create a notebook on that original book, using the same character, using the same title, but adding notebook to it, and adding little images of the character from the first book, say the main character, in those books. Colouring book could be made up of the characters from the first book. And the advantages of that is you're getting the word out about your first book. Now, if it's already doing very well, and you advertise your other books with it. So let's say, for instance, if we go to, I've created an imaginary storybook. I've added to this A+ content, and that's basically all this is, but it's going to advertise the other books. It's going to help people find each of these 3 books, and really the main book. But if they all sell, great. And the more you have out there with that title, with a successful book, or one that you feel might be successful, if you can push it this way, the better, obviously. So look out for other maggot books, and here's one here, maggot activity book. Enjoy puzzles, colouring. So you can do whatever you want to do, whether it's an activity book or just a puzzle book or whatever. And here's another one, maggot notebook. So you're getting this character to become a popular little figure. And this is how you create a media franchise. Now, if all these books start doing really well, you can take it even further. You could probably join Amazon, Merch by Amazon. And I'll do a video on that in the future because, I'm a member of that. I mean, it's not great, but it's more ways of selling products. T-shirts, you could have maggot on your T-shirts. You could have all kinds of things. You can just create things. You can join a Redbubble or Teespring and other print-on-demand companies and push that character. Maggot. Push maggot. And see how you get on. But I think it's a great way to do it. I do it. I do it with some of my more successful books. And so just recently, let's put them in the right order here. Right, I started with a children's book, a full colour children's book. And, I really like this book. And then I came up with an activity book, a lined journal. So lined journals aren't dead. It just depends on how you incorporate them into your other books or with your other books. But all these 3 books are one of my book or media franchises. And I think it's a great way to go. So if you've got a book and you think it's going to do well, or it might do well, then give it a go. Add some more things to it. Because each one of those books, whether it's the activity book or the line journal, in the back of that book, you can advertise, take a page at the end and just advertise. You know, you're not going to be able to put the ASIN or a link or anything like that. You could put a link to a website in the back of your book if you've got one. If, like I say, if one of those books, if the notebook is doing better than the children's book, then no problem. But the chances are it will be promoting the children's book or the series of children's book. So I like doing that media franchise way. I sell more books that way, and I've just done this one this last week, and I'm gonna that's now up and going. So I have big hopes for that, and I'll be adding to that if it takes off like I think it will. So yeah, give it a go.